Victims say it is the definition of being kicked while you're down.
A CBS 11 I-Team investigation has found hundreds of cases in North Texas of sick people having their valuables stolen, often straight out of their hospital room. Investigative reporter Brian New tonight with what many never think about when they're at the hospital.
When his mother was rushed to the hospital and doctors told him the news.
So your mom's not doing very good. She's not in good shape.
Jason Jordan says at that moment, the custom-made engagement ring on his mother's finger never crossed his mind.
I just didn't think about it.
But who would be? Not at a time like this.
I was in such shock that it was all happening. And so was my brother. They came in a few minutes later and said, she's passed.
It wasn't until days later, after the funeral, that Jordan asked the funeral home for his mother's ring and diamond earrings. The funeral home told investigators when it picked her up from the hospital, there was no jewelry. Jordan told police he believes while his mother was in bed at the hospital, someone stole the jewelry off her body.
It's not the value per se. How can you do that to somebody that, that's what bothers me.
The CBS 11 I-Team found hundreds of thefts are reported every year from hospitals across North Texas. Reports of cell phones, purses, credit cards, all taken from the last place many say they thought they would become a victim. At a hospital in Irving, an antique ring valued at $10,000 was reported stolen from an elderly patient. In Richardson, a wallet was reported stolen from an ICU room. And another patient at a Dallas hospital reported her diamond ring stolen while she was away from her room for surgery.
It's not something that you really think of happening to you know, because you trust the hospital.
The hospital in North Texas with the most reported thefts is Dallas County's public hospital, Parkland, with more than 600 reported cases in the past 2 years.
This is really the hub of our law enforcement, safety and security.
Parkland Police Chief Marlon Sewell took us behind the scenes to show us what's being done to catch these thieves and deter others from even thinking about it.
We have over 3,000 cameras that we use here on this campus.
Here, officers try and keep an eye on the 40,000 people entering and leaving the hospital every day. Outside,
these are our emergency poles that we utilize.
The 97 blue poles allow people with a push of a button to instantly contact a police officer.
I don't know if we can ever prevent theft because of the sheer volume. We can't be every place at every moment, but we do our best here at Parkland.
Sewell says his best advice is to leave valuables, especially jewelry, at home. But admits that's easier said than done when trips to the hospital are often unplanned and sudden.
She was 61 years old, and it was I still can't believe that she's not with us.
Jordan says when he looks back at pictures of his mother, he can't help but notice her ring. He says its sentimental value can never be replaced.
I just didn't think about it, and shame on me for not thinking about it.
The North Richland Hills Police Department says the case into what happened to Jordan's mother's jewelry remains an open investigation. Meanwhile, Medical City North Hills issued a statement about this theft, noting that safety is its top priority and that it reports any alleged theft to local police for investigation as a matter of due diligence and public transparency. But Doug Gilma, we found that other hospitals are not as transparent. And tonight at 10, we're going to look into a state law that allows some hospitals here in North Texas to keep certain criminal records private, while that same law forces other hospitals to make it public.
We'll look forward to it. And he said shame on him for not thinking about that. You know what? Not shame on you, because you shouldn't have to think about that.
No, last thing on your mind. You got more important things to think about.
And there's a special place for people who stoop that low.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, thanks. We'll look forward to seeing you at 10.
Brian.
Yeah.